a certified yogi as of recently. I have a dog named Carrie. I named her Carrie because I might be a Sex and the City fan. Some of y'all know that. My upline coach is Jamie Shepherd. Yeah.
What's most exciting for you about coaching?
I like being able to catch up with all of the people that I haven't talked to in a long time so far. That's my favorite thing. I really like catching up with those people that I haven't spoken to in like 10 or 15 years, and it's really nice to hear what's going on with them. So
Great. Well, welcome. Let's see, who's next? Who wants to share, introduce themselves?
I'll go.
Oh, Krista, you go.
Go, Krista.
Okay. My name is Krista Lisser, and I am coming from you from Springfield, Illinois, from my basement, since I'm banished down here right now because I have a nearly 1-year-old who has to be in the room with me no matter where I am unless I'm in the basement. So my husband's trying to keep him preoccupied upstairs. I started doing this. Emily's my upline coach, and I've known her for a very long time. We grew up together in a small town of Hoopson, Illinois. Go Corn Jerkers. Yes, that's the mascot. No lie. I can get you all t-shirts if you want some. They're very cool. Especially the ones that just say Lady Jerkers. I got a lot of questions in college about that. But I started doing this in February because I had my son, like I said, almost a year ago. I was a total gym rat beforehand. In fact, the night I went into labor with him, I was 5 centimeters dilated and still went to the gym because I was trying to get him out. So I was like, I'm going to go to the gym and work him out. He did come that night, so it worked. But I had no time to get back into the gym, and I was sick of being out of shape and just really wanted to get in my jeans again. So I'd seen Emily's awesome sweaty pictures like all the time, and I'm like, well, that looks like she's working hard, so maybe I'll try that. So I asked her about it, got on to Beachbody. Started in February, like end of February, early March. I've lost 21 pounds since in 2 months. Which I'm super happy about. And then I just decided I love this stuff so much. I posted on my personal Facebook about it, and I had like 4 people calling me. I'm like, well, I'm not even a coach. And so I was like, I need to sign up to be a coach if my friends want to do it because I might as well benefit from it. So here I am, and I just signed up yesterday. So I'm pretty new.
Awesome. Welcome.
Thanks.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm Emily, and I'm coming to you from Pleasanton, California, just like 40 miles east of San Francisco. Jamie Shepherd is my upline coach, and I actually signed up about 3 years ago and pretty much just did it for the discount because I kept telling myself, oh, I'm too busy because I was like getting my master's and working in mortgage with Jen, like being a slave to other people. And I was like, I just don't have time for it. I don't have time. And like, and in the meantime, I sat and watched Jamie like grow Team Wildering into this like huge team. And like, I'm like her first coach, like on her left leg. And I'm like, why, what have I been doing? And finally, like at the beginning of this year, I was like, I really want to like make something out of this. And like, I feel super passionate about it. And it's awesome, like reconnecting with people like Krista, like we've known each other forever. And like, just the people that you meet, the people you surround yourself with, it's like so awesome. And like, it's just such a positive influence. And I feel like so much on social media is negative. And I feel like, you know, our little coaching world and everything and our challenge groups are so positive. And like, I would rather feed my brain with that stuff instead of the other stuff. But yeah, I just love it. And I hope to make it full time someday.
Awesome. Cecilia?
Hi.
Hello.
I'm new to this Zoom, so I don't know like if this is everyone here or what, but so I am a discount coach, I would say right now. I haven't actually dived into, or, you know, to like full-time coaching or even part-time, but Shelby Buskey signed me up where we went to high school together. So kind of reconnected after a long time, and I had seen her posts on Instagram and thought they were super inspiring. So after like a period, I went through kind of like a period of grief last year and just like emotional turmoil, and I really needed to find a way to kind of ground myself and center myself. So finding this community has been super helpful of, you know, all the positive and uplifting people. And also, you know, I really never focused on fitness as a part of my lifestyle. So working out almost every day has been like a game changer. And just, you know, having all these positive, you know, effects of like drinking the shakes and working out and also like talking with all the people in the group. I definitely want to share that with people I love. So definitely interested in, you know, doing more with that. But this is really kind of my initial phase. I haven't really experienced much of it so far.
Well, welcome. Awesome. And that leaves you, Carol. You're up next.
Well, I've been following Jamie for quite some time. I started out as a regular coach, but I've kind of gone on and off. I think my main problem is I have family issues that have been coming up. But the Shake is great. My husband, I got him started on it, so that's wonderful because it's kind of easier when you have two people doing it in the same household. But I'm looking forward to kind of getting my business back in order.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, well, we are just going to kick it off now. If you think of any questions or you need me to stop and go back over something that I'm sharing, you can throw a little comment in the comment bar. If you're new to Zoom, have you seen the little chat icon down in the bottom? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can just type in there if you have a question that kind of hold me up. I'm recording this, and the great thing is that all of this information that I'm sharing with you is already in your Team Beachbody page or in our Team Google Docs. So we will kick off here. I'm going to figure out this screen share button right quick. You can see what I can see.
Oh, and I may need to mute quite a bit. I foster.
Oh, sure. Yeah, feel free to mute. Okay, so we should all be looking at a team picture here. This is probably from Comp Summit coming up in July. This is probably from last year. I'm super, super excited to meet Jamie in person, Emily in person. Like, I'm just so excited to get to New Orleans this July and get to see everybody that I've been girl crushing on and feeling stronger and happy with in person. I'm super, super excited about our summit. And again, our team all started with Jamie. She was working 3 jobs and she was looking for something. She just wasn't feeling fulfilled. And I think that's one of the things that I connected with as far as her story in my life is just being able to take control of my eating and my working out and pass that on. It's really given me like this fire, this purpose, and I get goosebumps just talking about it or think about it. Like, this community is just so much more than going to the gym or going to work. I found my passion and I'm never going to feel bad about sharing it. So I love that I'm in a team of like-minded women who are bettering themselves and bettering others. So we are going to kick off here with a virtual tour. So hop on my tram and get out your notebooks if you wish. The email training, I know that this website's not currently working. She's upgrading that. So there will be an email training coming out. I know she was upgrading that. Now, that being said, you can still access, has anybody, just like wave your hand at me, has anybody accessed the new coach finder yet or done your getting started checklist? Okay, I see Nicole's on, there we go. So all of the information can help you get started there. We also work in kind of cohort pods where you may be in a group messenger thread with other coaches, and that's just a place to kind of dig in and ask questions. I know when I got started, I just felt like, oh, well, maybe I can't share it because I don't know everything. And that's one of the great things is you don't have to wait till you know everything, because there is an answer, whether it's a Google search away or your FAQs on your team page, your Team Beachbody page, or searching Team Wildbrain or private group page, huge answers in there. Digging into your private messenger group, and you can also just, if you when in doubt, you can ask it out in the team page. So the bit.ly.com new coach finder. Where everyone should start. So you should have received some sort of welcome email or welcome message from your coach with a link to your new coach binder and an initial checklist. In this binder is everything to help you get started, whether it be you need to focus on social media posting, or you need to learn how to track your hours that you're spending in the day. All this you can find here, and actually here's a sample of that email. I know I use this email when I have a new coach get started. Personalize it to them. It links them directly to the new coach checklist to help them get started. So how great is it that we have these resources for us? I know when Jamie started, there was no training, there was no Google Docs, there was no binder. So it's awesome that we can benefit from that reward. There are also, I'm going to take you to, here we are. So we all should be here in this team page. And I'm just going to take a moment and encourage you to stop in here morning and night, or at least once a day, and see what other coaches are doing, see what questions they're asking. Emily kind of flattered me today. We cheer each other on, and we lift each other up. And how great is that? I mean, most of the time in our day jobs, even in our homes, someone's not looking to catch you doing good and lift you up. So come in here and shout, love on people, say a message. You'll see new coaches get welcomed in here, jump on their first page, and help with that welcome. When you come in here for the first time, the little dots at the top, I made it a favorites so that it's pinned to the top. That way I can always find it really easily on my phone or on my computer. Along the left-hand side, you can find our photos tab, which there are some great albums in here to help you if you're looking to share how to make a recognition post, how to overcome objections. You can click in here, and then there's some examples. So you have that resource to you. Like I shared also in the search tab, you can search to find the answers to the question. Let's say something that seems to come up a lot is every once in a while someone will get a question about gluten. So if you type in gluten, you can find some posts where people were asking questions about gluten and get an answer for your prospective customer. The place that I would have a share button. Next place is I've saved to my favorites, the team Wild Rain. Because here, again, simplified, how thankful we are that Jamie and other leaders ahead of us have saved all this information for us. Customer service, your talent.
On my pad, I'd probably go munch over there. So don't catch my cake so hard, press there.
Sorry, some interference there. So in the team Wild Rain, in the team Wild Rain, there is a whole bunch of inviting, new coach training again, pictures, program launches, challenge groups. So it's just great to be able to have a resource to dig into, and that is probably my first go-to place when I'm looking for an answer. So then the next we'll go into the coup, which it's funny, I was a coach probably for a month, and I kept hearing people say, COO, let's go check the coup. What's in the coup? And I could not figure out what the coup was. But the coup is your coach online office, and I will jump back in here. So everybody should have a Team Beachbody login. Oops. I wanted to start at the beginning. So when you log into your Team Beachbody website, here you have all the great connection. I love jumping in here to find recipes for my Shakeology for people who are asking how to make it differently. And your coup, if you hover over Coach, it's down here. It's Coach Online Office, and that's where we call it coup from, because it's COO. It took me forever to figure that out. finally I asked someone. So when I click on the online office, here we see, my Energize ships. So I'm at 35 PV. My Shakeology ships at the end of the month. My Energize gives me a little kick in the morning before I work out. You can see I'm at 6SC. I've helped 3 people say yes to themselves so far this month. So here you can check your statuses, where you are. There's reports down the left, place that I live a lot.
Pirate bears are going on. Pirate bears are shipping around the pipes.
You have a question? I hear someone talking, but I'm not sure if they have a question. No, it's not a question? Okay. So coming back in the business tabs, once you become Emerald, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, you qualify to get leads from Team Beachbody. So you'll want to come into your business, get in the habit now of coming in here and looking for if you have any new customers, because when you have a new customer, you know, oh, it's time to reach out to them and get started. So those are the first, and of course, setting up your direct deposit. We're going to think you are going to earn your money back and make more. So you want to set up your direct deposit right away. So again, that's in your new coach checklist. Is there anything that you want me to find or jump at really quick while we're in the queue? Anybody? Where the messenger goes when I'm sharing my screen. Okay, well. Back to, there we go. So YouTube and Google, I hit on it briefly, but basically anything that you want to know ever is really a Google search away. And a lot of times the FAQs from Beachbody will be the ones that pop up in your Google search. And also searching the team page. YouTube, Jamie has a great playlist for new coaches. And that is something where we can I turn my dishwashing time into Jamie time. And I stick Jamie on my little windowsill by my sink, and I listen to some new coach calls and some trainings to get the verbiage, to get the thinking, get the positives, get the I can do this in my mind. And something else that I set up right away, you can set up to get a text every Monday morning to be on National Wake Up Call. And you can listen to them pre-recorded. They stay on the recorded line for the week. And they're also archives and podcasts. So if you're just joining us, like a lot of you are brand new, you can catch up into some old podcasts or talk to your coach about what might be one you want to listen to get started. So we're looking for you to realize that you own your own business. So this is totally you. We're not your bosses. Your coach is not your boss. Jamie's not our boss. It is totally you being a doer, finding a solution, finding what works for you. We're all going to wear this business a little bit differently. We all have different jobs and different strengths, and that's one of the benefits of being on a team is we can all learn and grow with each other, but then also to make it yours. Okay. So the next thing is a Team Beachbody. Well, we are Team Beachbody, but Beachbody gave us 4 great vital behaviors. And I can guarantee you that if you do nothing but these 4 things on a daily basis, your business will grow. The first one is attract, connect, and invite. And basically you're using social media to brand yourself and tell your story. What we're not doing, and if you did this already because you're brand new, it's okay. Don't think you lost too bad. But what we're not doing is putting Shakeology up and saying, hey, buy this from me, or putting up a DVD and saying, hey, buy this from me. Sometimes we do use the brand logos, but a lot of times that just filters in the background and people just know they've seen that advertising elsewhere and they miss it. So what we do is we just really talk about our stories. My story personally, I'm a busy mom and I've struggled with weight. So a lot of times I'll be sharing about I was able to conquer the donuts at work on Friday, or I was able to fit in a dress. I mean, I've lost 50 pounds the last 6 months. That is huge for me. I honestly was in a place where I was getting emotional in the morning, getting ready for work, because I couldn't find something to wear without hiding it, or I couldn't pull it up. I'd have to take off the pants. I would get sweaty trying clothing on in the morning to try to find what fit, because I didn't want to go spend more money on more clothing. So that's my story. Maybe your story is you're working for those six-pack abs, or you're working for definition or confidence. So you're just sharing and connecting your story, and then inviting people. And that's reaching out privately to some people. I think Nicole, Emily, Krista, I think you all touched on this a little bit. You reached out you enjoy connecting with people you haven't talked to for a while. And that's exactly what we're doing. Send them a private message. Hey girl, I haven't seen you in a couple of years. I saw you have a son. Oh my gosh, tell me about that. Like, oh, I saw you just got married. Tell me about that. And it's not that we're necessarily messaging them and saying, join me right now. And it's starting the conversation and genuinely being interested in what's going on with them. Next is to be the proof the products work. So I'll have to say, drinking Shakeology and working out helps your business is probably the easiest thing you could do to help your business. Because if I'm not taking my meal replacement, if I'm not getting all that dense nutrition in, how can I expect someone else to do it? So number one, it's super yummy. With the vegan cafe latte, it's running close, but vegan chocolate is still my favorite. Blended up with half a banana, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and I use unsweetened cashew milk is my favorite because it's the creamiest. And it tastes like a milkshake, a total treat, but it's helping. My nails are growing like crazy. I've actually had to get a manicure, and my hair is growing. I've seen my hairdresser more than I've ever seen. And my energy and killing my chocolate cravings. I was totally the girl that would walk by the free chocolate dish every day, 6 or 7 times a day, and have just a little Snickers. So do you think that had anything to do with me gaining 70 pounds in a year? Probably. So now that I'm getting that craving support from drinking my shakes, and I've lost those 50 pounds so far by doing my workouts, I'm showing the success. And I'm having people come to me, Jen, what are you doing? I want in. And so building that consistency of your products, super simple, huge help to your business. The next thing is personal development. And I will confess, this is my hardest thing. I just confessed this morning, I only got 30 minutes in this week, and I was starting to feel a little down yesterday. And I was like, oh my gosh, when I get super busy, the first thing I cut out is my personal development. And I have to say, I'm learning the first thing I need to put in when I'm super busy is my personal development. Because it is totally the airline. The stewardess is going to tell you that you need to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you help the child next to you. And that is exactly what our personal development is. So I have really close near me some of the great ones. We do have in our Google Drive and our team page, we do have a list of personal development that will tell you what you're looking to achieve. For new coaches, the first book that I read was The Energy Bus, and really this started it all for me, because in November I was honestly looking for another job. I was miserable. I was uncomfortable with the 70 pounds I had gained, and it was negatively Jen. That's who I was. And I read The Energy Bus, and I realized that I had the power, and I have gotten so many compliments even to this day that my positive energy in the office and at home and on Facebook, like everywhere in my life, is radiating. And I believe it's from grabbing the power within because of the Energy Bus book. Another one is Darren Hardy's The Compound Effect, which Darren Hardy also has a great text he sends every weekday morning if you want to sign up for a free little nugget from him. I love listening to him on my commute. I get like a little 2-minute nugget. The Compound Effect is just going to teach you about how the little steps you take, the saying no to that cupcake once a week, or saying no to the candy, saying yes to that workout every day. Yes, success is not going to be instant, but those little things that you do every day are going to add up, just like spending time in your business, inviting, being here with me on a Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, depending on where you are. Like, this is huge. I'm not going to say we're going to hang up from this call and you will be a millionaire, but if you start putting the daily actions into place that you learn on this call and you work on yourself, you will add up. And a year from now, we are all going to be in such a better, bigger place. I promise you. So I love those two as my recommendation. If you have one that you really love, throw the name and the author in the comments so we can share that on. Finally, recognition. This is just celebrating one another each day. Like I said, how often are you being lifted up? And this is a place where we can absolutely look for someone doing good, catch them doing good. So many times we're trying to catch people doing bad. And so I just love that we can catch someone doing good and reward them. Lift up your cohorts, lift up the challengers in your challenge group, lift up people that aren't on your team yet, that you're just watching and you're seeing how awesome they are. Give them some praise and love. I just love it, both privately and publicly. And I heard recently, I think it was one of the Darren Hardys, but it was also try to pat someone on the back without them knowing. So, for example, you go to someone's boss and say, XYZ is doing awesome, kicking butt, and give them praise without them knowing. And that also will come back around to them and be really great. Okay.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
There's a question on the chat, and it says, can you touch on the email training again that's on teamwildrain.net? I don't know if it was you that talked about that. I jumped on a couple minutes late, but
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely buzz in if you see something, because I can't see when I'm screen sharing. For some reason, I can't see the chat. The email training is actually down right now. Jamie's working on upgrading it. But if you go on Jamie Shepherd's YouTube, she has a new coach playlist. She has tons of great videos. I stalk her YouTube and I get a little email and a pop-up on my phone when she uploads something. So right now there's no, that website doesn't work. It takes me to a death drawer at GoDaddy, and I know she's working on upgrading and revamping it. So I would just defer you to her YouTube page and back to new coach binder in here, as well as her YouTube. So yeah, there's definitely still trainings. Anything else you see while you're on for me?
That's the only question I'm seeing right now. Thank you.
Hello, I know a few joined us. Hello. Okay, Success Club, non-negotiable. So we are here to hit your goals. And I think one of the things that we're blessed with, or if you're working to make an income from this business, you're also looking to help other people. And whether you help someone or not is kind of all seen by this Success Club. So it falls on whether you're able to break down your goals and following up with people and talking to people and inviting on a daily basis. And I promise you, it seems to have like a little 30 and 60 and 90-day turnover. So if you just started talking to people and you haven't seen anything yet, it's funny. I actually have a few people that told me no in November when I first started, and they're now on our team. So it's fun how it comes back around just by staying consistent. Being a new coach, one of the exciting things is just using your excitement right now. I mean, Krista shared she lost 21 pounds since February, and she has 4 people already excited and wanting to know from her that she joined as a coach yesterday because, well, she's got to do it if people want to know. And that's awesome. So our first 3 months of being a coach, you can earn a free ticket to Summit, which is New Orleans this year. And you can earn that by hitting Success Club 5. That is honestly helping 3 people say yes to themselves and getting to share the message on. I think the first thing for me that I had to kind of accept or realize when I was first getting started is I thought that I was bothering people or I was selling to them, and I didn't want to necessarily, I didn't want to bother them and just be a salesman. I wanted to just like hide over here and wait for everyone to come to me. And then I realized, okay, Jennifer, your cravings are being crushed. You are losing weight on your own for the first time in over a year and a half, and you're not using like pills and patches and crazy other additives that you don't even know the ingredients that you could just find at the local store because you were desperate. And now you have this healthy thing that is really helping you. You owe it to everyone to tell them. I am not trying to sell you something you don't need. We all need our health, because if we don't have our health, we can't enjoy our kids. We can't go out to the park. I mean, there are seriously people out there waiting for me to find them and share my story. And if I'm not sharing my story and inviting, I'm not going to find them. And they need us. They need me. There are like 51% of the United States is looking to lose weight. And a lot of them are using really dangerous methods to try to do so. And here we have the perfect tools. We're going to get you with the nutritional health that you need that's going to heal your gut, heal your body from the inside out. We have the meal plans and the proven easy color-coded container system to help you with your food. And we have some freaking kick butt workouts and can take you anything from 20 minutes up to an hour of intense if that's what you need. We have all of that right at our fingers. I am not bothering anybody. This is not too expensive. This is absolutely too inexpensive. Once I realized that, and I started realizing I'm doing someone a favor by offering it to them, I started offering more, and then that's when I started seeing that I was hitting my success club. And it really is just a matter of mindset. Am I going to ask enough people to help enough people and share my excitement and be every day? So our success club leads, I didn't really read what this was, business growth. Oh gosh, I can't even believe I'm like sitting here. Okay, so I earned Success Starter my first 3 months by helping 3 people each month. I would say aim for more. I wish I could go back in time and aim to help 10 people a month. But I helped 3 people a month say yes, and that got me my ticket for free to Summit, to New Orleans. And my husband and my 6-year-old son and I will be in Mexico next April. Like, how could I forget that? So not only am I really impacting my friends and family's lives, but I'm also going to be in an all-inclusive resort in Mexico because of the Success Club points. So I really look at it as I help someone and I'm being rewarded by Success Club points, which gives me great little baskets to have a tripod, bracelets, little knickknacks, lots of things that I've earned as a pat on the back for hitting Success Club. But in the bigger scheme, I have family and friends who I have my hairdresser actually is on having her 5th child. She's been drinking shakes since day 1. And this is her first of her 5 pregnancies that she is not she's not gestational diabetes. Like, the shakes are helping her stay at the healthy low weight, and the baby is thriving and healthy. I have family and friends who are getting help with anxiety and stress, and it's because I shared and wasn't scared. So let's share and not be scared. So there are so many more rewards coming from Success Club, other than just the number. Really, it's how many people are you willing to help and introduce. Ooh, now this is when you open for business. So Emerald is the first leadership rank title that you earn, and I was super excited. My first my Emerald was in my 2nd month. I started, usually your first 2 coaches are a family or a warm market. My first coach was actually, I had a customer that had talked to that joined up as a discount coach, and my husband is on my other side. So it's usually a warm market and a family. And all you do to be Emerald is you have 2 coaches. They can be discount coaches. They can be raring to build a business with you coaches. They can be family members. And You can see you are the green shiny emerald here, and then the blue coach is one coach on your left and one coach on your right. So I'm going to jump back here really quick. In your coup, in your Coach Online office, this is your business. You can go to your preferred placement. So before you get your first coach signed in, if it's your husband, your spouse, you'll want to put them on your strong leg. So definitely talk to your coach, your upline, before you sign them on. And then you can switch it back and forth, right and left, so that you get a coach on either side. And again, more specifically, more time spent on that with your personal coach, because everybody's business is different. You may have a strong or a weak leg. But all you have to do is help two people get started. You should aim to help three, because as an emerald, you're eligible for leads. So I'm sure if you didn't see the Beachbody infomercials or hear the radio ads before you were a coach, you have definitely heard them now. And what's really neat is when you become an emerald and you help two coaches get started, Beachbody looks at you to help their customers. So when you hit 5SC and you're an emerald, you get customer leads. So when somebody calls in an infomercial, or when someone is listening to the radio ad and texting in for their free Beachbody on Demand trial, they're getting assigned to an emerald coach or above, and it goes like round robin. So you have this potential to meet this customer who's already looking to work on their fitness, and they're someone that you didn't even know. So that's been a huge source. I think when I went double emerald, one of my first coaches was one of my leads, building a relationship with them, and now they're in Chicago and they're a discount coach with me. What is even another reason to talk about helping 5 or more people get started each month is when you hit Success Club 10 as an emerald, you get paid leads. So that means that you're going to actually get commission on whatever those free leads purchase. So not only are they linked to you, but if they buy something that has Success Club points on it, or it's not the free trial, they buy a month of Shakeology or a challenge pack, you get the commission on that as well. So Beachbody is really paying you and recognizing you as an official business owner. So we consider it being open for business once you go emerald. And there are some things that once you have those two people that you're helping get started, you want to make sure you have your Team Beachbody profile up. You need to have a before picture and your bio in there. Every Wednesday night by 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So you can call if you need to. You can talk to your upline coach, and we'll help you get started on that. But Emerald, again, is just really helping two people do exactly what you're doing. And if you have any happiness or success or feel good at all about your coach inviting you, pass that on and invite someone to join us. We'll be doing actually a push to Emerald next week in the Team Wild Rain page. So that'll be exciting. So definitely another reason to stop in Team Wild Rain page every day. So then here are some more ranks to look at. We recognize the double emerald and triple emerald here are not official ranks that change your pay per se by Beachbody, but we recognize them as ranks. So when you're emerald, you have one coach on your right and your left leg. Double emerald is just doing that again. And what's great is this business is just making yourself emerald over and over and over again. So triple emerald, you have 3 on either side. You're starting to grow a business. You're starting to get significant income. There's 11 ways that we can get paid as a coach. So everyone's easily identifying to the 25% commission we make, but there's 10 other ways we get paid as you start to grow your business and as you're starting to build on. The next rank after emerald, which is the one I'm shooting for right now, is active diamond, and that is having helped a coach on your left and a coach on your right be emerald, and then having at least 4 coaches on each side. The one coach that is an emerald counts as one of your coaches. So I have the coaches. I'm just working with my coaches to find my emeralds, and just going to keep going emerald and emerald again. Can't read that. So I challenge you to check out the emerald and push for emerald this week. Okay. So the next is the Power of Threes daily tracker. Is there anybody who has not seen this yet? Give me a little wave or a little hoot if you have not seen the Power of Threes. Okay, Krista. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to take you right back to that new coach binder. And it's, oh wait. Went to the how-to Power of Threes. There it is, the Power of Threes daily tracker. So it's in the new coach binder. You can either print this out or I have it actually saved as an Excel document on my desktop. And it's just giving you your daily tasks and giving you a place to keep track of them. So you're going to look for friends. I'm not going to talk too much more into that, but your current friends on Facebook right now are what we would call your warm market. They're probably a lot of your family and your friends that you're currently having relationships with. And one thing, as we grow, we want to start growing our network. So we want to add at least 3 people to our network every day, send friend invites. So I can show you. Have a little pop down keeps coming down. So I'm just going to kind of show you an example here. Now, one thing, when I'm working my business, you'll see I have no news feed. So I just Googled newsfeed disabler, and that way I don't get lost scrolling, because has anybody ever like thought they worked their business for 4 hours, but they were really just scrolling newsfeed and getting lost down the Facebook rabbit hole? If you haven't yet, then you're saving yourself some time. I totally did that in the beginning. So to stop my aimless rabbit holing, I put on the Google Chrome extension to block my newsfeed. So now I go and work with intent. I can still see my newsfeed on my phone if I want to do some mindless scrolling. So there is that option still. So we'll say I will go to my friends. And, oh, look at all these beautiful faces. I know so many. So Carrie and I have been friends since middle school. So we have a lot of common friends, some that I've probably lost contact with. So I'll go to her friends list, and now I'm going to look and see who, oh look, Holly. I haven't talked to Holly in forever, so I'll send her a friend request. We went to middle school and high school together as well. And so this is one way that you can add friends. Another way is you can start making a list of all your ex-coworkers. I've been recommending people I may know. You can kind of find some ways to do some searches. If you have an Instagram account, you can do some hashtag searches to find that. So that's just a way you can grow your network, and then start reaching out to those people. And so that way you don't feel like you're always asking the same people. I know one thing that I would do is my first few weeks, I spent my first few weeks asking the same 20 people over and over again, like, oh, are you ready to join me? Oh, what's going on? And so I realized it was time to go out and expand a little bit. So the Power of Threes just helps you hit those highlights. And we call this our daily power hour, but it doesn't necessarily take an hour. I know for me, sometimes posting things, planning my posts and such take a little longer, tend to be long-winded. So we've only got like 3 more hours left of this call, don't worry. And if you don't have the time, I know in my schedule, there were some days I could only give 15 minutes, but I got my Power of 3 checklist out, and I would follow it for 15 minutes and then pick it up again that night or the next day when I had more time. So it won't necessarily take an hour, and I love checking things off. So I love that you can check off your workout, check off your shake, and feel like you accomplished something. I don't know, I get really excited about the checkbox. Oh, here we go. Okay. The new coach finder, we've visited that a few times already. So again, this is a great resource to get started in. And start right here with your new coach checklist. So if you did not do this new coach checklist yet, here is your time. I'm inviting you to do your new coach checklist. Get that done and get it to your upline coach. But you always have a place to find answers that you need. Okay. 3 top tips. Top tips. So number 1, and this is crazy huge, consistency. Find the pace that you can sustain and then aim to do that pace on a consistent basis. I really honestly believe that my posting on a regular basis, my sticking to my shakes and my workouts is why people who told me no in November and December are now joining my team, because they realize I'm not going anywhere, and what have they been waiting for? They need to jump on the train. So just find that pace that you can work. If you can work 2 hours a day, spectacular. Work 2 hours a day and build your dream and leave your day job, or what the goal is that you're looking for. But if you can only work 20 minutes to an hour a day, if you can only give your weekends, do what you can give and be consistent about it. Failing forward. I know Maria can attest that, that I have said fail forward more than once, because this is all new to us. None of us were raised knowing how to be a coach or knowing how to inspire and fix all these things overnight instantly. So that is why we do our personal development. We read our books, we dig into our team calls and our team meetings, and we ask questions, and we realize that it's falling and then getting back up that teaches you something. I mean, just like if you think about if you have a child and your toddler fell the first time they took a step, would you say, no, okay, don't walk anymore. Nope, sit down, no more, and then not let them walk? No, you would encourage them to get right back up. And that is so funny to me that in our lives, so many times failing is the end. Oh, I failed, so it didn't work. Okay, I'm done. But you failed once. If your parents didn't let you get back up after you fell, you wouldn't be walking. So it's just awesome, and I love that if you're failing, that means you're working. So go out there, try something. If it doesn't work, hey, you tried it, you did it. You are above what most people are doing. Most people are doing nothing. I mean, it is almost 9 o'clock on a Saturday night on the East Coast, and I know at least 2 people are on the East Coast with me right now. It is Saturday night, and you are okay. Yeah, you are looking at a business and looking how to grow your business and sharpen your mind. Most people give up after high school or college. Okay, I did my learning, I'm done. And here, you're being the exception. So I just love that you're here, and that means this is perfect for you. And I know you can do this. And that jumps right back to our mindset. And it is our mindset that will get us through. And that has that has been the biggest thing for myself and my family, and my work. Like I said, I was in a really negative place, feeling like I needed to find a new job, like I needed to, just so many negatives. And coming around this team of women, reading my personal development, listening to my personal development, and taking that out of my head and switching it to I can get it done, I can help someone, I have the tools, I can do this, I am doing this, and then passing that forward has just been huge. And celebrate that and share that. So when you have those moments of success, share that. One thing that I've been meaning to share is I used to be someone who, if I forgot something upstairs, it totally stayed upstairs. I was like, oh, I'm not going back upstairs. Now, can I tell you that I have run back upstairs 3 or 4 times in a matter of 5 minutes because, oh, I'll just go grab it. And that extra energy and that extra strength is just huge. And it's small, but it's huge. And like I said, there are people out there waiting for us, but if we're not putting our story out there, it won't reach them. Someone have a question? Oh, I heard someone. Okay, so very easy. Consistency, fail forward, and get your mind right. Okay, so Super Saturday, April 8th is wrong. The next Super Saturday is after Summit. Is anybody going to Summit? Am I going to see anybody in person? Ooh, Emily's going. Woohoo! Oh, Shanda's going. I can't wait. Oh, hello. Super excited. So New Orleans, and then after that, Super Saturday. I haven't missed a Super Saturday since I started in November. And what Super Saturday does for me is it connects me to a whole nother level. I call myself a groupie. Like, I love to be at the group workout somewhere, or around people and talking to people. And the Super Saturday gave me that niche, but it also let me see, like, I'm sorry, but so many times I'll see people on the page and I'm like, everybody looks perfect and awesome and nobody has my problems. And then you get to Super Saturday and you're like, oh my gosh, we're all a little dorky and screwy and everybody has problems, but we're all doing this and making a difference. And it's just awesome to be able to connect in person, and feed off that energy. Sometimes, like reading words, you may miss something, but then when you're in person and you hear the inflection, or like on these team calls or trainings where we can hear someone's words, it just makes that much different. Or maybe you will connect with a coach who's local to you and you can start doing a fit club together and you can reach more lives and go for SC20 or SC30 because you're able to meet new people and grow. We'll have to get this updated, but New Orleans is next in the end of July. And, oh, I get to give you homework. So here's a secret. When I was in high school, I really, really wanted to be a teacher. And I went to college for 3 months, and then my scholarships ran out. And I said, oh, I'm just going to get a summer job, and I will totally be back. So I worked 3 jobs for probably 5 years. And fast forward 15 years, I still didn't make it back to college, so I'm not a teacher. But with coaching, I did homework, so I think I'm officially a teacher. Another purpose or a passion. So I would love for you to share with your upline coach something that you learned today, and what your goals are for this rest of this month, whether it's to help 5 people or to help 10 people, whatever your personal goal is.
Jen?
Yeah.
Sorry, Krista just asked, can you get a little more description about what a Super Saturday is?
Oh, a Super Saturday is a local event that is run by Team Beachbody coaches. They're usually quarterly, but this year they are running. I'm just going to the team page, in the events section. Since they're not set up yet here, but you would come into here, and in the back office there are local Super Saturdays. Right now we're just talking about the Coach Summit, but Super Saturday you'll get together. It's usually about 2.5, 3 hours long. You'll do a group workout. A lot of times they're held at a Y or at a local gym, and you'll do a workout, try some shakes. There'll probably be some prizes or raffles. There'll be recognition. There'll be a recorded video from home office sharing new products, new announcements, new recognition, and some training. And that will all be live. So I think every Super Saturday I've been at's been about 2 hours of just in person, like at the local YMCA was the one I went to last month, and at a local gym. So they're hundreds of them all over the United States. Once we get to the next Super Saturday after Summit, we'll be finding those, and we'll be sharing it in the team page, and you can find it in the event section here in your back office on your Team Beachbody page. Does that help you? Good. Okay, I see it. So I just love it. It's live training, and something else too. I mean, what's great is we are all connected to each other by who we happen to know personally in our newsfeed. Or our coach that found us, and I cannot talk at the same time as find my PowerPoint. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So the next homework is to, any questions that you have, post them in our event. I'll post this homework in the event page, and no question is wrong, because this is a lot of information, and this is our heavy learning phase. So I'm not going to hear any overwhelm. There's no overwhelming. It's just heavy learning phase, and we're all in it together, and we've all been there. And so definitely any question is a good question, just like they said in school. There's no dumb questions. And spend some time visiting and physically going to and saving. I have all my bookmarks saved. I save a lot of my links to the Google Docs in the notes section of my iPhone. I save that in there. And then next challenge is I want to see your vision board. So whether you want to actually do a paper one, if you are a scrapbooker and you're really great at that, there are some great Canva apps and Dreamboard apps that you can throw some pictures together. So think about what you want to reach, both in your personal life and for your business, because having an idea of where you're going is what will keep you going when you fail. Because I'm going to give you a spoiler alert, you're going to fail and you're going to fall. And that is okay. What is not okay is staying down there. You need to get back up, and what's going to help lift you up is reaching out, figuring out what went wrong and finding a better way to do it, reaching out to us, and having an idea of what it is that you want to achieve and get. And so I'm going to post that in there. If you made a vision board in the last 3 or 4 months, I'm challenging you to update it and comment it in there. So don't leave it as it is, because you've grown. It's been a few months. You have grown and changed, and you're allowed to change your vision and your dreams and your why. And so I'll just invite you to do that. Okay. I am going to stop sharing. Oh, look at all the pretty faces. Hello, hello. Lindy, Brenda, hello. So I do have this recorded. I'll open it up if anybody has any questions you want me to jump back to quick, or if you just want to say hi. Any other leaders want to share something I might have skipped over? I feel like we should do the Brady Bunch thing. Because on my screen, I totally see 9 people.
Jen, I have something I'll add.
Go for it.
Thinking about something that like I've really struggled with, and why I think I put it off for so long, so like really try to make this like a business, is I let fear like get in my way. And I'm like too worried about what people think, you know, like, oh, they're gonna judge me because I'm not where I need to be yet with my like fitness journey and everything. And I've let it stop me from like reaching out to so many people, and I've like told myself in my head, well, no, it's nothing that they'd be interested in, so like I don't even contact them. And like people have come to me in like different ways and everything, but like just recently, and personal development is such a huge aspect of it, I think, because the more I've dug into personal development, the more I like believe in myself, and especially like, you know, surrounding myself with all of you guys like every day and everything, like just constantly is building me up, and like I get more confidence, and I'm like not as scared to reach out to people. But Krista and I were just talking like this week and everything about how like I've really wanted her to be a coach, and I really think she'd be like a really awesome coach, but like I didn't want to like bug her, like force it on her, and like she was like rocking our challenge groups and she's doing a great job, and like I had it on my to-do list like every day to talk to Krista about coaching, and I just like let something stop me. And then she like reached out to me on Thursday, and I was like telling her, I was like, oh my gosh, it's literally on my like to-do list. And it's like, you know, like it worked out and we found ourselves, but it's like don't let fear stop you guys. Like you don't don't give someone else an answer in your mind for them. Like you have no idea what people are going to say, and like you could just be the solution to like what they need, if it's, you know, challenge groups or Shakeology or even like coaching, like if they're miserable in their business and or like what they're doing now, like with their lives, you know, like the business aspect of it is such a huge opportunity too. But that's just like one big tip that I have is like, do not let fear stop you. And I know it's natural to be nervous, especially when you first start, but like just go for it. Like you literally have nothing to lose. Like we have something that everybody needs, like fitness and nutrition and health. And, you know, we're not like selling stupid, like, I don't know. It's just like, it's such a valuable product and it's such a valuable organization. And just don't let fear hold you back.
I love what you're saying, Emily. I think it's really important to realize that you don't have to be a professional. I love that when I start to talk, my baby comes in and starts talking too, so you guys get to hear both. I think that one of the things that we get distracted by or we get afraid of is we believe that we need to be a professional. Like we need to be a nutritionist, or we need to be a exercise professional, or we need to have our body right, or we need to be 100% meeting all of our goals every day. We need to be drinking our shake every day. We need to be exercising every day. We need to read our PD every day. We need to be inviting every day, right? To be able to invite. Okay, those things come with practice and time. Those things come with like making the decision and doing those vital behaviors every day. But they don't come if you just decide, I need to be perfect before I start trying to do any of it. So if inviting is one of those vital behaviors, you can do all the working out you want to do. You can drink all the shakes you want to drink. You can drink them until you're blue in the face. And you can read all the PD you want to. But if you don't invite a single person to this business, you will never save another person's life. You will never make that difference to somebody else. That difference that you're feeling every single day, that waking up, that new sense of being able to have a dream, being able to do something different, that getting out of your box that you limited yourself to before, you're never going to give that gift to anybody else until you say, I love what I'm doing. Are you interested in doing it too? And it doesn't have to be that big. I had a woman, she must have told me 6 times already that her doctor came to her and told her that if she drops one more level or changes one more level in her medical report, that she's going to be medicated. She went from 115 pounds to 197 pounds. And she's like a little petite thing, right? And she's telling me all the time when she sees me how like afraid she is, how her health is horrible, how, you know, she needs a change. And I waited for like a couple of months to invite her to the business. Like, why would I wait? She's telling me she's dying. She's going to like start feeding herself all this garbage. And I have the answers, you know? So all of us get in the way of ourselves. There's a book, it's called Get Over Your Dang Self. I don't cuss, so I always say the little silly words. So get over your dang self. And that book is like, yeah, get out of your own way. You don't have to be perfect. My friend Brenda's one of my coaches, okay? Brenda makes the most awesome freaking healthy food in the world. This girl does. She's been posting about that for like years before she became a coach. Everybody like comments on Brenda's food. They love her food. I don't have to cook like Brenda. I don't have to be that great at making food or meal prepping to be able to be a coach. All I have to do is share what worked for me. And when you share that, the people who want what you have will find you. They'll gravitate towards you. And I love, okay, Lindy's one of my other coaches. I just use personal things, right? Lindy just started. She started like a week ago, maybe. I think she just got her kit. And literally like her first or second day, she posted a video on her Facebook account of like either exercising or doing something that was changing. Or I think it was exercising with your son, right? Your baby clinging to you while you're exercising. And it was great because so many people can relate to that. So you don't have to be afraid. You just share what you got going on and people will love it and they'll love you because you're real. So within the first month of me doing my first 21-day fix, I've been saving this video. I'll share it now that I talked to you guys about it because it's going to get me in trouble, I think. I'm exercising with my mother, and we're using light hand weights because I don't even recommend hand weights for the beginning of 21 Day Fix. And we're doing the wood choppers. You guys know the wood chopper? You bend down, you go, right? My 2-year-old daughter comes walking around the corner, and I seriously knock her in the head and knock her across the room. But you know what? People will relate to that. So, and then I scoop her up and everything's okay. Okay, she's not injured. She didn't get brain damage, nothing like that. But you're gonna fail. You're gonna board, and those things. Jamie, one time when I was in the beginning, if you guys know who Jamie is, she's like the head of Team Wild Rain. She was doing push-up exercises on a roller. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. And she tried to do one and fell like flat on her face while she was videoing with like that roller underneath her, and mashed herself so hard and just let out a couple of cuss words, laughed, rolled over, was like, I'm such an idiot, and then posted the video. And I was like, you go, girl, because how many people have tried that stupid little rollerball thing, not a rollerball thing, that wheel with the handles, and smashed their face, or, you know, or fallen, you know, however you do it. But the thing that is so approachable, so attractive about this is we're women or human beings who are dreaming and not afraid to dream, who are living life and not afraid to fail. And it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, you just keep going forward. So sorry, soapbox Jennifer, you know me. I talk and talk and talk. But I just wanted to tell you guys, get out of your own way and just start inviting. And people will come to you. Once you start inviting, though, people will be like, oh, so what ingredient does this in the shakes? And you'll be like, I don't know.
Google. When in doubt, Google it out.
And then you go, oh, just give me a minute. I'll get right back to you. And then you go Google it, and then you give them the answer. So they'll ask you all sorts of questions you don't know the answers to. You don't have to know the answers. Just get the inviting done. Then they'll ask you all the crazy questions, and you'll learn it. And you'll know it the next time somebody asks you the question. It'll be so much more easy and comfortable for you.
It's funny you brought up that Jamie video, because when I was watching her, that video made me say, oh, she's a real person. I like her.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely.
I think like probably a week later, I joined her meal prep group, and then fast forward 6 months, and here we are, rocking and rolling. So, well, awesome. Well, I hope that you heard at least one thing that answers a question, gives you some fire. I'm going to go post this recording as soon as it downloads and I get it going. I'll post this in the event page along with that homework. So I would say 48 hours at the most for homework. So as you know, once you get away from it a couple days, you may not get it done. So I would say try to push that in this weekend yet. If you can tonight, I'm going to say the extra bonus points is points you get for yourself, because it'll just help you. So thank you. Oh, thanks, Carol. Thank you guys so much. I don't know how to do a group picture this big. I'm just going to give me a little smile. I'm going to I got it. So I will post this in there as well. So I'm going to hit end so it can start saving our recording. Again, reach out with questions, let your coach know what your goals are, and let's rock and roll. Nice.
Thanks, Jen.
Yep.